Hey guys, it's Rob Trube with Strategy Simple, and we're here today with another topic on marketing. This one's interesting to me because as I talk with clients and prospects and others, that are just professionals trying to grow their business, everyone kind of has a very consistent theme as far as what their challenges are. So I went out and actually found a really good article from HubSpot, and they had surveyed something like 15,000 businesses or something crazy. And they came up with the top 7 challenges for marketers or for businesses in 2022 as it relates to marketing. So what I thought I would do is I will actually share that list with everyone, and then we'll just kind of run through it really fast. So what are those challenges? Number 1, training their marketing teams. Thought that was interesting. Number 2, generating leads. Number 3, demonstrating ROI of marketing activities. This one's always been a challenge. Justifying their budget, managing their website, reaching their target audience, and hiring top talent when it comes to marketing. So what I thought is let's just kind of run through them fairly fast. And selfishly, I'm obviously going to plug myself a little bit here, but a lot of the strategies and topics that we're going to talk about, you can do yourselves. All right. So what does that mean? So training your marketing teams. Training has always been a challenge. Knowing what to do, when to do it, how to do it is not an easy task. So, obviously when you're bringing somebody on, whether that's full-time, part-time, contract, fractional, whatever, they've got to understand your business. You've got to work with them to really understand your culture and the voice of the company and all that. But it doesn't have to be that complicated. When it comes to the tactical piece of implementation, really look to best practices, right? I know that one of the advantages that I have when I work with clients is I've actually got a library of standard operating procedures for almost every tactic that we're going to implement. So when it comes to running a Google ad, putting in tags, LinkedIn ads, building out a website, A/B testing, I've got very distinct series of worksheets that they have to go through to complete those tasks. It gives them the confidence that they're going to do it right. It gives me the confidence that they're going to be able to get it done. And as they do it more often, then they're actually going to help build out additional best practices for it. Let's talk about generating leads. Obviously, as a business, everybody struggles with generating leads. And I consistently hear the same thing, and that is, leads aren't responding, ads don't work, all of that stuff. Look, companies wouldn't spend billions of dollars on ads every year if they didn't work, right? They do work. There's typically just a gap in what you're using to try and generate leads, if it's ads, if it's content, or whatever. It does work. And usually there's just a disconnect or something is broken in the process, whether your offer is bad, whether your landing page is bad, maybe you've got too many forms on your field. There's a lot of things. But when it comes to advertising for generating leads, the number one thing that I see that companies do is I just did a post on this, is they actually have their ad cash checks that their website can't honor, right? What does that mean? That means that you say something great in your ad, and then you just send them to your homepage or your website. That makes no sense. You need to take them to a landing page that has similar content or a similar look as what you have on the ad. The offer's got to be the same. The colors have to be the same. The language has to be the same. Make it very simple. And the other thing is when they do an ad and they send them someplace, they don't have any clear direction on what they want the customer to do or the prospect to do. So the person gets there and is like, and then they just leave. And then that translates into ads don't work. Well, the ad did work. People clicked on it. You just failed to convert it, right? So it's really more on you than the ad. Demonstrating ROI of marketing activities. What does that mean? That means that it's really hard to justify if what you're doing is working. And I'm going to say that's probably directly related to social media. The amount of cost, time, energy, and everything else that companies are putting into social media, it can be really hard to track. But it doesn't have to be. You can actually use some pixels and tracking code to see if people are going from Facebook and LinkedIn and all these other places, if they're coming to your site. how you can actually put that. How did you hear about us? Oh, we heard about you on this. You can see if you're getting traffic from your social media posts. There's a lot of different ways that you can do that. You can look at when you're doing real marketing and you've got a campaign, what is your customer acquisition cost? What did you spend? What were the leads that you got, and what happened? Look at the lifetime value and what that's going to cost. So I've done videos on those two both in the past. Justifying the budget, that's kind of in the same category of that, making sure that you're able to demonstrate ROI. Managing your website. Look, with website technology the way it is now, with the content management systems that are out there, whether you're using WordPress or 100 other different platforms, it's never been easier to manage your website. You just have to make sure that you have a strategy and a plan in place, and that you're using your website as a marketing tool, not just as a brochure. Reaching your target audience, number 6. That's just because a lot of companies don't understand the idea behind an ideal client profile, really identifying who is your ideal client, and then building out those avatars, which are the fictional representations of people that would fit that ideal client profile, right? And if you've got an ideal client profile that's firmographic based, so it's company size, location, number of employees, and all that, then you could break it down into the ideal client profiles within that client profile, and then you would build out an avatar for each of those. But again, it just takes time. It's not obvious all the time. And then hiring top talent, that's been a challenge forever. In a lot of cases, that's going to go up to justifying the budget and everything else. So with Strategy Simple, that's one of the reasons that we say that we're fractional marketing leaders, right? So you can actually get people like me, like us, at a lower cost, right? So you actually get the horsepower, you get the experience that you need, but you did it at a lower cost because you didn't hire them full time. There's nothing worse for organizations that are excited to bring somebody on board, and then they're what I call position poor, which means you've hired a senior person, you've spent all the money you could possibly have on their salary, and you have nothing left for implementation, right? So, and execution. So make sure that when you're hiring that top talent, that it's going to fit the budget that you need, and they're going to have the experience that you need. So again, let me throw this back up and share it. So again, what are the top challenges? Training marketing teams, generating leads, demonstrating ROI of marketing activities, justifying that budget, managing your website, reaching your target audience, and hiring top talent. Why is this important? It all relates to revenue, saving money, and all that stuff. So that's what I've got for you today. And we're heading into to the weekend here. It's Thursday, and I look forward to answering any questions you have on this, or if you've got any ideas about this, throw it in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.